Hey everyone, welcome to Galactic Tales. I'm your host and game master, Max Radnick. If you've never listened to us before, this is an actual play role-playing game podcast that along with three of my friends we play every week. Basically, I put together the story and I put my friends through it, and the outcome depends on what they want to do and how well they can roll dice. This episode would be good to start because it is a recap of our first 10 episodes, what we're calling the Blue Ribbons and Red Mushrooms story arc. So if you've already listened, you can skip this episode and we'll be back next week with the continuing adventures of Huck Finn the Shark, Fang the Platypus, and Henry the Husky. So without further ado, welcome to Galactic Tales. Our adventure begins on a jellyfish-shaped space station. Huck Finn the Shark, Fang the Platypus, and Henry the Husky are sitting in the office of Blue Ribbon Logistics, a mining company.
My character's name is Fang. He doesn't have fangs, he has a bill.
Huck Finn is my shark's name.
My husky's name is Henry.
The door to the office opens, and it's a English bulldog, and he looks pretty disappointed. All right. So you guys have 2 weeks to mine as many vanadinite crystals as you can haul from Irma, and a giant hologram map pops up. And eventually it zooms in on a planet that's much further away, past a couple other planets and through an asteroid belt.
Yeah, when are we getting paid? What's the deal?
You'll get paid when you get back. Don't worry about it.
No negotiations.
All right, fine. I'm down.
As our heroes fly their corgi-shaped spaceship into the cave they're supposed to be mining, they receive a distress call. As soon as you're flying your ship deeper into the cavern, an alarm starts going off on your computer, and you know it all as an emergency distress call. But in the middle of the cavern, you actually see a tank that is shaped like a tardigrade. So,
Oh yeah, those things. Those things are badass.
the ship is covered in thick spider webs, and this is definitely the source of the distress call.
Huck, what do you think about using those shark teeth?
Sure. Yeah.
While you guys are
What do you want me to do?
DMX sound.
while you guys are discussing this, 5 giant spiders lower down.
I would take out my laser pistol and start trying to shoot those.
The boys take out 5 of these spiders with no problems and enter the tardigrade-shaped tank.
I'm gonna try to shoot that thing again. All right, 17.
That's
yeah,
for
that,
sure.
that hits, and we don't have to roll damage. This thing just is battling for its life with Fang on top of the ship. You raise your gun, and this thing just disintegrates. I think right as Fang is going to swing his concussion rod at it one more time.
Explosion.
Fang's kind of confused.
Yeah, I'm confused.
You open the hatch into this vehicle. Laying on the floor there is a toad.
Oh, I was hoping for Bikini Babe.
Yeah, I would try to talk to him, ask him what happened.
Yeah, what's going on? Let's hear his dying breath.
He looks at you guys and he just goes, water.
And then we look at each other and look at each other and go, oh, it's the one thing we didn't bring.
After carrying the toad back up to the ship, they find bags of glowing red mushrooms on him.
Let's get some water for this toad.
Yeah, take him inside, kind of nurse him back to health.
Yeah, should we get this guy in a shower?
He's wearing a blue jumpsuit with a cape over it.
Do all these animals wear like Star Trek gear? Is that what's going on? Or some of them are purebred and just rock their fur?
In the civilized parts of the universe, people wear clothes, or animals wear clothes.
Let's.
I'm stripping that back.
Yeah, we're taking that. We're getting a nude toad.
I want to see that toad dick.
Toad chode.
He's now naked.
Nice. Okay.
I would try to tilt his head up and put a little water down his gullet.
Within all his stuff, you find a satchel with red mushrooms. He has a little tablet on him that's a communication device.
We're just calling him Toad for now. We got to figure out what his real name is.
Yeah,
Unless we found that out on the fucking his scanner device.
Sure, did you?
Thing.
And you looked for that?
I sure did.
Okay. Yeah, his name is Bufo.
Let's just call him B for now, boys.
What are you guys doing with your day?
We gotta go collect fossils.
Yeah, I think we should let's lock them up and keep looking for Keep looking for the crystals.
After a few days of mining, Bufo gains consciousness. He's struggling to look over at you guys, but he's kind of...
You look like him.
Dude, Max is the toad.
He's trying to look over at you guys, but he's not quite there, and he goes, where am I?
You're in our ship.
Bufo, we found out your name through your communicator. Your tank.
When you say that, he starts freaking out. He starts looking around. He's trying to grab his stuff. He notices that he's not wearing his clothes.
And I'm gonna hold him down.
We're good tails here.
What the hell are you talking about?
We found you in a cave. Pass the F out with a bag of red mushrooms.
Oh, the mushrooms. The ruby mushrooms.
Yeah. What are those?
Once again, he tries to flail around, but you're holding him down, Fang.
Yeah, I'm holding him down.
What is it about these mushrooms that make them so special?
To be honest, I'm not sure. My boss sent us down there to get them.
Who's your boss?
My boss? You mean you don't know Abraham?
I say, Abraham, that piece of shit. That's who you work for?
Yeah. I mean, he's paying me good money for these things, okay? I don't know what they're good for. Listen, man, if you let me take you to Abraham, I'm sure he'll pay all of us.
I would hop in the pilot seat and just start getting ready for takeoff. We can think on it while we mine. That's what I would say.
As you say that, an alarm goes off throughout the whole ship.
I flip the switch to get the engines purring.
As you do that, you hear a mechanical clunk as all the lights go off in the ship.
Oh boy.
After a brief run-in with some gargantuan space spiders, the boys agree to take Bufo the Toad to his boss. So the Pembroke has 4 tinier ships inside it. They're called the Pups. That stands for Personal Utility Probe Ship. They have 2 wings coming down, making it look like floppy dog ears.
I just want to hop in these pups and just start shooting
zapping
everything.
away.
So Henry is the first to exit the Pembroke. The airlock blasts open. What do you do?
Blast the first thing with 8 legs that I see.
Ooh, I'm gonna go up to the spider that's hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to attach a mine to him.
Can you specifically place it up the spider's ass?
I don't know if I'm gonna place it up its ass, but definitely on its ass because I don't like that web attack.
You're gonna put a mime. A mime? Don't even.
He's using the grapplers.
What that is?
He's using the grapplers to form an invisible box around the spider on the ceiling.
First, I'm gonna try to detonate the mine.
It's a big red button in front of you.
So I reach out and I slap that thing with my fin hard. I'm like, whoop.
There's a huge explosion at the top of the cave where the spider was, along with spider legs and red crystals raining down upon everything. Huck now has control of the weapon systems. Do you say something cocky over the headset before you try to shoot
Yes,
at these spiders?
in fact, do. I just got a hold of our spider senses. Let's bring these bitches down. Here we go.
So, even though Huck delivered a really cool line, he missed.
Come on, dude. Fuck. Dude, there's something wrong with these dice.
Bill, this is your chance.
Okay.
Bill,
What are you going to do? Henry.
I'm going to try to shoot it on its way out.
I think we only rolled double digits like
What the
once.
hell, Whopper?
I got him.
What'd you
Alright.
get? 18?
Yeah, plus my modifier, so 20.
Nice.
Do you want to do
out.
a cool line?
Should have thought of this before you asked me that question. I think I would just yell, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker," and smash the button.
Nice. As you do that, the spider explodes into a billion spider pieces.
Nice.
Leaving the cave, Huck, Finn, Fang, and Henry fly into the abandoned dome city of Isopod 1 to meet with Abraham the drug dealer. So you're flying towards this city. It's about 40 miles away. It is a large dome of hexagonal glass pieces that were supported by like a metal frames. Most of this glass that is part of the dome has fallen. A big chunk of the metal has fallen. Through that, you can see that there is what looks like a city. There are tall buildings. Along the buildings, there's banks of red dust that kind of blew up, so it kind of looks like it's been through a blizzard, but it's just that red dust. The entrance to the dock is along the outside wall of the city. It's underneath a deep overhang. As you approach, the door opens and revealing a huge warehouse towards the front of the warehouse, there are some smaller ships that look like they're working. Sitting next to those smaller ships is a bigger ship that is shaped like a seal.
Maybe one person stays with the ship in case anything goes wrong. And there are two of us go out with Bufo, talk to Abraham, arrange some sort of payment, and then we release the mushrooms upon payment.
I'll stay back at the ship.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so leaving the ship, it's pretty obvious who Abraham is. He is 7 foot tall.
He's huge.
Holy shit.
Yeah, giant
7 feet.
Galapagos tortoise. Bufo runs up before you guys really get a chance to greet Abraham. Bufo, you can't hear him, but he's waving his arms around, and you just see Abraham reach down with one of his gigantic hands and smacks Bufo across the face.
What? I knew it.
He's pissed.
I knew something was gonna happen.
A tense situation unfolds as Fang and Henry try to feel out Abraham, as Huck stayed behind in the ship with the guns aimed at Abraham and his crew.
My name's Fang. We have what you're looking for. Let's talk about money.
I would just let everything unfold.
All right,
I
yeah,
just
so let's see what he says.
hang back with my hand on my holster.
Yeah, and when you guys are walking towards Abraham, the horned toad and the squirrel that were loading up the ship both kind of just pause and they're watching. Sorry about Bufo. I appreciate you coming back here with those mushrooms.
I'd love to sit and chat, but we're in a really big rush. We gotta get back.
Listen up, guys. These mushrooms are very important to me. So the only thing is, I'm not sure if I can really trust you guys. I mean, I know you saved Bufo here.
Beep. What the hell is he talking about?
How do I know you're not gonna go to the authorities after this and turn me in?
And I say, I know I've heard of you. I've heard of you, Abraham. My travels. Like, I'd be like, look at me. Do I look like that person who's going to the authorities? I don't care what you do. We brought the shrooms and Bufo to you. If we were going to go to the authorities, we would have done it already.
Like I said, I really appreciate what you've done, bringing me these mushrooms, saving Bufo. But the rest of the crew, because of that, I'm running a little short-handed here.
Told you guys. He's just trying to dig us in even deeper. That's what he's doing.
So if you want to make this money and make it out of here alive, you're coming with me to drop these mushrooms off.
Wait.
You can keep Bufo. We'll see you later. And I turn and start walking back towards the ship.
Abraham looks over to the horned toad and says, Sasha, stop this guy.
Like, whoa, calm down, guys. Why don't we
Listen up.
Oh,
You guys aren't leaving here without giving me those mushrooms. Whether you want to get paid or not depends on if you're going to do this job for me.
or no, sense motive. Can I use sense motive? All right, so I rolled a 9 total.
What you can tell is that he truly does not want to hurt you guys,
Okay.
but he needs these mushrooms.
Tell your guys to stand down. We'll have our guy Huck come out with the mushrooms.
Oh, he didn't know I was
Yeah,
here.
you didn't even know he was there. Well, I guess the cover's blown now.
Abraham looks up at the ship and he sees Huck looking out the window, and Huck quick ducks down when he notices everyone look at him.
Oops.
Came out.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
what did you say?
blew your cover because I sensed that he wasn't a bad guy.
Okay.
You follow Abraham in past the cargo bay of the ship, walks through a doorway into a living quarters. That's actually
Living quarters.
surprisingly very comfy and chill in here. There is lots of drug paraphernalia scattered about the room. There are also lots of couches and hanging curtains and patterned rugs.
I think this dude listens to Doug Marley, dude. What do we need to do to get the money? Because you talked about some extra curricular activities that I don't...
Before you give us the money, what are we agreeing to?
Yeah.
Because you said we had to go with you to your dude.
We're going to meet with my client. We'll be right back. At the drop for the red mushrooms, things take a horrible turn as Abraham gets into an argument with his client, a female snow owl with heavily armored guards. From the back of the ship, you see the ramp open, revealing 6 heavily armored guards. Following them is that snow owl that you saw. Her and Abraham are talking. You guys finish loading the ship. These two are still talking. You see them both waving their arms around. The last thing that you guys can remember is those 6 armed guards turning towards you.
Oh, man.
Unleashing a barrage of that blue blue goop, freezing you all in your places.
And I'm standing in between Henry and Fang, and as I freeze into the cement goop with 2 middle fingers up at them, saying, I told you so.
The next thing the boys hear is the sound of the breeze through trees and the waves crashing on the beach as they find themselves at a campsite on a tropical island. Once you're awake with your eyes open, you can see that it is nighttime, and you're sitting in a clearing in the middle of a dense tropical forest. You're all kind of laying around a campfire. There's a couple things you notice here. The first thing is on the trees there are giant caterpillars. Also in the trees there is an owl that is looking at you guys, and he doesn't seem to be moving.
Is it a snowy owl?
Yeah.
Is it a human?
Owl?
All right. So
okay.
I have a true question here.
Actually, fuck it.
I have
If
a real
it's
question.
white in general, we'd kill it.
So also around the campfire is a barrel that has some like fishing poles sticking out of it, and hanging over the campfire there's like a small pot.
Are we hungry?
You guys could eat. One thing to notice is that there are no footprints.
It's because Jesus carried us all there.
And there are 3 canvas backpacks that are blue, red, and yellow.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm kicking sand in your guys' feet. This is ridiculous. We're supposed to be mining for fucking fossils, and now we don't even know what fucking beach or island we're at, and we're just fucking different colored backpacks you guys are excited about? What the hell?
All right.
This looks like a paradise for a shark, but believe you me, I'd rather not be.
All right. Huck Finn, settle down.
Huck, do you care if I have the blue backpack?
Well, it's like I already told you guys when we were at our ship at Dock fucking Uno, you guys just pretty much just walked into their net of a trap. With our hands tied behind our back, or should I say, pause.
What's in the pan?
Whoa.
What's in the
kettle.
kettle? Yes.
So
And it smells pretty good. Inside this pot is like a stew.
Oh shit! I was trying to go fishing, man. I was gonna use those worms.
You don't even need to.
You guys are so gullible. Yeah, sure, eat the stew. Go ahead, I'm good. Jeez, just walk it into everything.
The stew has like salmon and red and green peppers.
I don't
and
eat
some
fish.
It's
Oh,
a very
man, that's what Mom used to make.
Huck Finn has me worried now. And is there a way we can like test this to make sure it's not poisoned or has like some sort of tranquilizer in it of some sort?
No, is there like a bird or something, or a lizard that we could feed it to?
I'm gonna feed it to one of those worms.
Yeah, those caterpillars. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a caterpillar and I'm gonna give it a very minuscule amount.
He likes it.
All right.
All right. Well, we gotta wait a little bit. You know.
I think you might have a new pet, by the way.
I'm gonna let him ride on my shoulder.
What's its name, man?
I'm thinking Wormy.
All right. Well, listen. I try the stew and spit it out and lick Wormy off his shoulder and swallow it.
Okay, we got Wormy too, and I give him a little bit of the stew, and he's happy again and crazy.
What, can we call him Wormy Jr.?
Wormy J.
Wormy J.
Okay, we can call him Wormy J. And then I pet him on the side and I say, "You like that, Wormy J?"
Our heroes make their way from the beach into a greenhouse where they find some strange plants. There's all sorts of like exotic plants that some you recognize, some you don't. There's some yellow balls that have like the texture of lemons, and but they're maybe like the size of a softball, and those are dangling from some vines.
Oh, do we see any other entrances or exits from this, or is it just the one way in?
Towards the end, you can see that there's probably a door, but it's super grown in.
Yeah, we can cut the plants away from the door.
The vines that are grown in around this door have a bunch of those yellow balls.
Can I take one of those yellow balls off the vine and like cut it in half?
So when you even get your finger close...
This shit's a trap. This shit is such a trap.
So when you get your paw like even the slightest nudge on this yellow ball, it shoots across the room, sending spores along with it.
Interesting.
Everyone make me fortitude checks.
Oh, great.
You guys all start coughing, and as you're coughing, your coughs kind of turn into laughter.
These spore things look like nuts. How's Wormy J?
Oh yeah, Wormy J is fucking in a whole nother time zone right now.
He's just kind of wiggling. He's happy.
Yeah, Wormy J's wiggling back and forth, and he does.
Oh, cool.
He can't make noises, but you can tell he thinks it's as funny. It's cool because there's even these other bugs coming out that are really funny. The funny part about these bugs is that they look like leaves.
That is funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So the funny thing that starts happening is that these bugs are kind of crawling all over you guys.
Oh man,
And,
Does it tickle?
I hope not.
it tickles, yeah, it tickles a lot.
Oh, damn, I don't like the sound of that.
Bug number 1 is going to bite Fang.
The Galactic Tale just ends because we all die by getting eaten by little bugs.
The leaf bugs take out Henry and Huck Finn, leaving Fang outnumbered. Using his last bit of energy, he pulls his unconscious crewmates' bodies out of the room.
Go ahead, roll all your dice again.
We're all dead.
You're not all dead. Let's do this. Miss. Yeah, 2, 3, and 2.
So 7.
Yeah.
So I have 3 HP left.
You have 3 HP left. Come on, Chris!
Oh, come on.
Do it.
Come on, Chris.
All right. So 13. And I'm just because I don't want to die, I'm using an action point anyway. I don't care if you tell me if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Do it.
Spot check.
A 5, so that's an 18 total. Get me the fuck out of here.
You grab both of them by the ankles, kick this door open behind you. You pull their bodies in without even looking and slam the door shut, stopping these bugs from getting you. Through the glass, you can see the bugs kind of jumping up and hitting the glass like they're trying to get to you. You turn around and you are in a long hallway. The most incredible part about this hallway is that you are looking out of a window and you realize that you are in space.
What?
So the scene ends with Fang opening up the backpacks and pulling out the medical kits, stabilizing you guys. The camera pans over and you are looking at a completely different planet than you saw. You can see blue water and green plants.
This is very important. I don't have treat injury.
After a long rest, the boys make their way up a long ladder. At the top of this ladder, it's revealed that they're in a labyrinth-like supermarket.
I'm climbing up behind.
Actually, all 3 of us are up. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so
Now I'm up.
you guys pop out of the grate and
Henry's up.
you are in a supermarket aisle.
What? Yeah.
No way.
All right.
We're definitely in some sort of
What?
simulation.
Alright, so let's walk around.
In this aisle, is there a shopping cart?
There's one shopping cart sitting.
I immediately get in it.
Okay. I grab the shopping cart and I just push him and let go.
Okay.
And I say, is this like a North Korea thing? It looks like posters. Looks like posters of shelves filled with food. Is it real?
Funny you should mention that. Some of the food is real food.
But
Some of the shelves are empty.
and
Some shelves only look like shelves from far away.
yeah, that's what I always thought. Yeah.
Movie set.
We got to be a little bit more precautious here. This ain't just no regular grocery aisle.
So you guys are just playing jackass with the shopping cart, and Huck is just like, guys, stop.
I was
No,
trying
I'm like the strong, silent type nerd. I don't sound like my nose is being pinched.
Oh.
Can we climb up and look from up high?
I like that
Up
idea.
one of these shelves?
I always wanted to do that as a kid.
A real one?
What you're seeing is a colossal maze of aisles.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the distance, you can see some kind of structure, and it says frozen. To the left, you see a bunch of owls fly up.
Dude, fuck my owls
What's with these owls?
They're spies. They're like security cameras.
So I see
when you see them, you notice that
they see me.
They see you and they start kind of flying
towards
way.
me.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what we do.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to take a quick peek around too.
Okay.
See if I can see more. 20.
You're not sure what it is, but sticking up over the aisles, you see like horns of an animal,
Oh boy.
and it's
How come I didn't see that?
It's like a minotaur, like the minotaur in the labyrinth type shit.
I was thinking like a devil horn, like from a goat.
you can't
goat
you're
horns.
not seeing its head, but you can see that it's kind of it looks like it's walking down aisles.
You could see it's horny.
I go back down to you guys immediately, and then we can all discuss quietly what we want to do. Is he friend or foe?
He's definitely foe.
There's
no doubt in my mind.
So what do we do?
Do you want to just
Do
go
we
to
run away?
I think we run
to the structure.
Yeah, let's
all right, let's go.
We're making our way to the
We
structure.
climb down. We start going in the direction we saw the structure at.
You guys put some serious distance between you and the minotaurs, and you don't seem to see any owls right now. Or I didn't say minotaur.
busted.
Luckily, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
No, the aisles open up into like a bigger opening than you're used to. Inside this opening is a bunch of stands of it's all desserts. There's cakes, there's pies, there's bonbons, there's jello molds.
Ooh.
Laying in the middle of the floor is some kind of creature. There's cake on the floor in front of him.
Don't eat the cake, boys.
Yeah.
Normally there's pies for the boys, but not tonight. Is he breathing?
He is not breathing. He looks very dead.
Oh, okay.
Damn, he's fat as fucking. He ate himself.
We don't know what kind of animal
He's
it
not
is.
fat, no. He's slender.
I guess it's just dead. We should keep... Oh, should we look to see if there's anything on it real quick?
Yeah, I'll search him.
This is a fox. He is wearing nicer clothes than you're used to seeing people wear. He had 12 gold cubes on him.
Oh, shit.
I'm taking the hell out of those.
They're like the size of D6s. As you're inspecting this thing,
yeah.
one of the jello molds jumps off and tries to get an attack on you.
It tries
A
to.
fucking jello mold?
Do I roll for anything?
Well, it tried to get you and it
reflex save.
didn't.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah, he missed.
I just say run and we start running.
So as you guys are running, it's like a regular linoleum floor.
Yeah.
With it's like a checkerboard pattern, red and white tiles down this aisle. Roll me reflex saves, everyone.
Great.
The floor's lava.
14.
That's a 6, right?
Yes. You guys all happen to be standing on red tiles.
Uh-oh.
Which underneath your feet transform to liquid hot magma.
Lava. That's
Lava. The floor is lava. You guys all take 4 points of damage. You see 3 figures walk across the aisle in front of you.
They're doppelgangers.
They're in spacesuits. You cannot see their faces, but you can tell that their spacesuits are red, yellow, and blue.
Oh, baby. Guys, we need a secret code word so we know who's who.
I like it.
All right. So but you said you're still running.
Yeah, I would say we're still going.
When you guys get to the end of this aisle, there's no sight of these guys.
Okay.
Eventually, the boys find the frozen section, but sitting on the floor is an animal struggling to cope with this strange reality. So you round the corner, and above is a frozen sign. There is a arched doorway at the end of this aisle with those thick, the translucent plastic pieces that are in grocery stores.
The flaps.
Yeah, the thick translucent flaps that hang down in the back of the grocery store.
Okay.
Sitting on the ground in front of this frozen sign is a chipmunk. He's definitely alive. He is sitting there just kind of muttering to himself, and he's sitting with his hands over his knees, and he's kind of rocking back and forth.
I slap him and I say, pull yourself together. We're trying to make it out of here alive.
Water, modified food starch, flavorings, monosodium glutamate, salt, wheat
He's
flour.
He's vegan. He's trying to make sure something isn't...
There's no dairy products.
Yeah.
Or animal products.
Keep him. Let's just keep going.
Oh, we can't just leave him here.
Why not?
I'm with you, Huckfin. I want to leave this
not?
loser behind. He's annoying me already.
Last time we helped somebody, that's how we got here. What are you fucking talking about?
Let's go cautiously the other way through that thing, I guess.
No, I want to stay and help him.
So you're walking into these flaps. It is much colder in here. You can start to see your breath. It's like a refrigerator section, just aisles of that. And you're walking through here, and you get to a point where it's a dead end. In the middle of the row is a vending machine with a giant coin slot on it. In the 3 coolers next to it, there are 3 full-sized creatures standing inside. Around each of their necks is a giant coin.
Oh, interesting.
After a brief battle inside the frozen section with a puma, a double-headed snake, and a condor, the boys exit into a beautiful courtyard, only leaving the condor alive.
We haven't put the coin in the
Not yet.
lot yet. So.
You want to do the honors, Huck?
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about this. This is a big deal.
I think you should do it. I want you to walk up with that fin out.
All right, I toss it over.
Here we go.
Yeah.
He catches it in his jaws.
I catch it in my jaw, and then as I hold it on my tongue, I go, "Y'all ready for it?"
The coin goes in, the third LED lights up, and the front of the vending machine... the front of the vending machine opens like a door, and a white light comes out. You see grass and trees, and it's some kind of outdoor...
Another dimension.
Another stupid world.
It's a... Well...
You're never getting out of this damn place.
The courtyard is like... there's like some rock walls with columns and stuff. You can see that structure that you saw in the distance before. It is a tall, oblong dome. Inside this geodesic dome, it's lit up with neon. Like the grid is lit up with neon.
Ooh.
Or it's like glowing.
What color?
White. Sitting inside this dome is a ship that you guys are probably all familiar with. Its design is heavily based on a bee.
And we're familiar with this.
I'm doing like a hero walk towards the geodesic dome. I'm grabbing a fruit off the tree. I'm feeding it to Wormy J, my boy. And we're gonna walk towards the ship and attempt to get in it. I'm trying to say that in a way that's D&D friendly, because I'm not gonna just magically teleport into the ship like I want to.
You guys walk up to the ship and get in it.
Yes!
Inside this fancy ship, the boys discover 3 dead bodies inside spacesuits. But as they inspect closer, it seems like reality is starting to break down. Laying on the floor is figures wearing spacesuits. They have helmets on, and there's dark glass. They've all been stabbed.
Is there blood?
There's blood leaking out of them.
Yeah. Where the stabbed holes are?
There's like
leaking out of there.
Yeah, and there's like a knife stuck in each one of them.
Are
like
they
with
dead
a
or
with a
what?
golden handle. So what are you doing to inspect them?
Popping the helmet off
Yeah.
and then checking the pulse.
When you pop the helmet off, the suit is empty.
Well, that was only one of them, so let's check the
So the
next one.
spacesuit it looks like someone, but it's just the suit and the helmet.
Yeah, did it like deflate when the helmet came off?
Yeah,
Like,
when you
flatten
pop the helmet open, it like
What up?
deflated.
out? See if there's a body in there.
You feel it, but it feels like a full bag of potato chips kind of thing. There's like air pressure inside.
Okay, so but where did the blood come from?
What blood?
Wait, didn't you say there was
Yeah,
blood?
you said there's blood dripping out of the
Yeah.
knife holes.
Looking at it again, there's no blood.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna pull the knife out of the second one.
There's no blood on the blade, and you have a nice gold-handled knife.
Did he deflate?
Yeah.
We don't know where we are. That's our point, is to try to get back.
So should I see if I could get on the computer and figure some things out?
Let's. So you guys are going to the cockpit.
Yeah,
Yes.
cockpit,
Cockpit.
fucking sign in and figure out what kind of information we got.
It looks like a cockpit, but as you go to start trying to use this equipment, it's kind of like maybe Huck like grabs a switch and he like pulls it out of the panel.
It's like feels shitty. It doesn't feel real. It feels like spongy and not good.
Yeah,
It's a fake ass ship.
it's a fake ass ship. It's a prop, I
All right,
guess.
let's run out. Let's get out of this thing.
When you exit the ship, you're back into the dome, but things have changed out here.
Not cool.
This is fucked up.
Sitting in the middle of this dome is a beehive. and you can see like swirling above the top of the dome. There's bees.
He's good.
I've had my spacesuit and helmet in my pocket this whole time.
wearing? I just imagine you guys as your character drawings. The drawings.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you're right. So
The suits that were in the ship are your size.
Okay, let's suit up, boys.
All right.
So what? So we can
when
patch
you
up the knife stabs?
when you go back in to
Yeah.
get the suits, there's not even puncture wounds in them anymore.
What? What is going on?
So it's like 3 decorative columns.
Yeah.
The one in the middle has like a vial of honey on it.
So we're all suited up, and you want to grab the honey?
I'm going for the honey.
So when you do that, bees fly out of the hive and start like bouncing off your spacesuit.
Okay, let's go to the hive. Can I, with my knife, try to cut
Spy
away
bees.
the outside of the beehive?
So when you take your knife out, it's like seeping honey.
My knife is?
Yeah, it just dissolves into honey, and you have honey dripping down the arm of your spacesuit.
Okay. I have another knife, right? Like an actual knife from before.
Yes.
I'll use that to do that then.
So when you plunge it in, buzzing from the bees is audibly louder.
Okay.
Like they don't like when you're doing this. Things are getting fuzzier. You look over at Fang. His one arm looks longer than the other. Like,
I keep going.
Is this affecting me, Fang?
yeah. It's where you could once see that it was like a clearly a hexagonal grid is kind of just like, not only is it oozing with honey, but it's also kind of just like your vision of it is warping.
Okay, I keep cutting it up.
Hallucinating.
You hear those same lumbering footsteps that you heard before.
What?
They're getting close.
Okay. I think you guys should help me destroy this thing before whatever's coming gets here.
Around the base of the dome, it's like the floor starts to kind of melt away. It starts to like cave in. So you guys are kind of like in an island now.
I don't like
At
that
the
one
ground.
bit.
I like it. I think our false reality is being destroyed.
You guys see that in this like kind of ditch that's forming. It's almost like a white tile floor, and there are 7 or 8 dead bodies laying
What?
here.
Can I shoot the beehive?
Yeah. When you shoot this thing, it's like a flash of a clean white room.
Could we see what the beehive looked like in the reality when it switched?
So it's basically like a white cylinder with a thicker base, and it has a glass panel in it. Inside that glass panel, you see a ruby mushroom that's glowing bright red.
That's why they needed those ruby mushrooms. We've all
Damn.
been just tripping on shrooms this whole time. All right, let's keep shooting this thing.
Through the wall of the beehive, the Minotaur that you guys heard and I accidentally revealed to you just bursts through the wall. It's giant. It's giant, half man, half bull. It has blue fur and huge horns. It's probably like 9 feet tall, plus extra with the horns.
Jeez.
How big is its dick?
God damn it.
Apparently, it's very well hung.
You have to describe his dick now?
No. He has like a loincloth on. Come on.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm sorry.
He has like a loincloth on, and on top of that is like a golden belt with a huge buckle. In
Ooh,
it.
I like that. That's
So
cool.
we gotta unbuckle that belt. Get him a little vulnerable.
I think we should all still shoot that
Directly
the
at
beehive.
his fucking
No,
I
belt.
agree.
Shoot the beehive.
I'll
we can-
shoot at the beast. A threat?
So I think what happens is this beehive, the Minotaur gets close and dives at Huck. As Huck shoots a laser blast at its face, Henry also shoots a laser blast at the device that has the red mushroom in it, and it blows up. And the Minotaur
God.
dissolves through Huck Finn, who was shooting at it.
Dissolves through me. I open up my mouth as wide as I possibly can.
As this device explodes, it's like a light switch turns on, and you guys are standing in like a sterile, white-looking room. On one side of the room, there's a doorway. Surrounding you are dead creatures. There's a window, and there are some panicked-looking guys in lab coats looking inside.
Great.
All right, so first thing I'm gonna do. This is pandemonium
fuck?
happening, and I'm like, what? I'm echoing that. You know what the fuck? But I'm checking my pocket for Wormy J.
All right, Fang reaches into his pocket and pulls out a worm-shaped chew toy that has a cartoonish smiling face on it.
Wait, fuck! Wait, I ate the plastic toy then instead of a real worm?
Yeah, yes.
So I take this fake ass wormy toy and I spike it on the ground.
We all look at it like, what the fuck?
And I'm real mad. You can see it on in my eyes.
All right, so when it hits the ground, it lets out like a squeak.
We will fucking get to the bottom of this, and I don't give a fuck who's at the top.
I throw his hand off my shoulder, and I say, "Wormy J's still real to me, damn it!" and I.
That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say he was real.
And I grab my concussion rod and I run towards the door and I start beating the door with my concussion rod.
From the laboratory, our heroes can see Bufo and his crewmates having hallucinations of their own in a second test chamber. There are computer monitors. Some are playing back.
Is one like what we were seeing, the hallucination, and the other one like just us in a blank room?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a couple different of these screens kind of showing off each room that you guys were in. You can see you guys sitting on the floor eating out of bowls.
Was there nothing in it? Well, we thought it was stew, right?
It looked like delicious soup in this footage. It does not. It looks like a gray porridge.
I remember because you were like, "There's stew. You guys want stew?"
When you turn from the computers that you were looking at, you catch a glance into the other room and you see Bufo, Sasha.
Fucking cocksucking motherfucker.
Why are you mad at him?
Bufo? What do you mean, why?
Yeah, we saved his ass and he fucked us over.
They're in their own simulation right now, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so through the window you see Bufo, you see Sasha, which was the horned toad, and you see Sung Shu, which was the squirrel with robot arms. They are like flailing around and jumping and diving. They are shooting at something, but you can't see.
We're going to recruit them to help us get out of here. We need strength in numbers.
As hell. Why would
they were trapped with us?
So, but they lured us first before any of that happened.
They didn't know this was going to happen.
Listen, they didn't know this was going to happen, and we need help. We need help getting out of here.
Okay.
Inside the room, you can see the same like device that has a glowing red mushroom inside it. And there's a giant button that says "emergency stop" that's underneath the glass panel.
I smashed that button.
Yeah, slap that shit with the paws. Oh, bah.
They all pause what they were doing, and they all look horrified.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Thank you so much.
Just shut up, Bufo.
The other two then follow over.
You guys might still be in shock, but you need to see this. And I take them into the control room and let them look at what we saw.
Bufo goes over to this crate and it kind of just looks like he's looking for stuff to steal at first.
Little fucker.
And he holds up. Remember you found him with his little computer device?
Yeah.
It's one of the other. Must have been one of their.
Should we call the boss man? Blue Ribbon Boss Man?
I'm saying we call maybe Abraham first.
We can call Abraham.
He goes, I just got a reading on your location. We're on our way. And you can see Savannah in the background. You've been hearing what sounds like ships leaving this whole time.
Okay.
But now it sounds like you hear something arriving.
Shit. Get ready for a fight. And you know what? Let's take these red mushrooms as well, because they're not doing this shit to anyone else.
So you grab the mushrooms. Do you grab the device too?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we just jam it into one of our backpacks or something.
You're hearing footsteps in the distance.
SWAT team footsteps.
As you're all looking at this hallway, expecting to see people, behind you, you just hear monosodium glutamate.
Well, yeah, I knew he was around.
And this chipmunk wanders in behind you guys.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus.
As armed guards descend on all 7 of our test subjects, they provoke a familiar foe into attacking the guards. Alright, so 2 things are about to happen at once. So from behind the chipmunk, you see that condor
No fucking way.
creep through. And then on the other side of the room, you see, remember the guards you saw before?
Yeah, the super crazy powerful guys in those crazy suits.
If we can get the Condor and those 4 people in the same room, the Condor is going to fight whoever.
So yeah, let's shoot at both of them to get them pissed off and coming towards the center of the room. And then we'll smash through the window and leave.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell him.
Smart hero, go.
Stay alert, stay alive. Keep that chin up, fuckers, and pay attention.
But
Now you have to say something after that.
you have to tell him what you were doing.
They're paying attention now.
Just follow our fucking lead, idiots. Just fucking don't die. Like fucking get our back. What do you mean? Pay attention.
I hope someone grabs the chipmunk.
Yeah, I'll grab him. He's my little buddy.
Yeah, and takes him in there. You close the door, and the condor enters the room, and he sees that he can't get to you guys, so he seems to have some hate in his heart for these guards and flies towards the guards.
What?
Right. Nice.
They're the true beast inside him.
Yeah, so...
It doesn't matter what blood, just blood.
He's feral. He's crazy.
Blood's thicker than water, and a pharaoh's skin is rougher than gold.
The condor flies above these guys, and
Nice.
the condor is kind of circling around and clawing at these guys. Takes out all 3 of the weaker guards, and then the only guard who is left is the one in all black, who looked the toughest.
Okay, I mean, we could take this guy, all of us.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
So Sasha hit, and Sasha does enough damage to knock this guy off his feet, and he flies against the wall. Is dead.
Nice.
Fully dead.
How? I'm sorry, guys, but we're letting these people fight our battles.
That's why we rescued them.
Yeah.
Well,
As you walk out into the hangar, you see Abraham's ship is sitting in here, the Sea Lion.
Hey.
Yeah, so Bufo and Sasha and Sung Shu are already running towards Abraham's ship.
We follow them.
I guess as soon as you guys are up, the ramp closes and he begins to take off. I guess everyone runs to the cockpit to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe Bufo just plops down on the couch in Abraham's chill room.
Uh-huh.
So, and then you see that you're in the asteroid belt. That
So we were on an asteroid. Like, what the... I'd just be like, what the fuck happened back there?
he gets up from the controls and Savannah takes over. He goes, I'm so sorry this happened to you guys. It's like, it wasn't supposed to happen this way. Nyx, I've trusted Nyx for years, but for some reason she didn't accept my offer, and then her guards attacked us.
I know that part.
Yeah.
Me and Savannah got away.
well, now what? Now what do we do?
Well, we've been looking for you guys. It took us 2 days to track you to the asteroid belt.
Well, that's funny, because in those 2 days, we were battling for our lives.
Ooh, he's pissed.
I'm just saying we should get paid a hefty amount of bonus money.
I'll give you guys the money that I said I would give you in the beginning, and anything else you guys could give me a call. Sasha turns to Abraham. These guys saved us in there, so you owe them something. Let's go back to Irma, get you your ship. We'll take it from there.
How can I completely trust you that you didn't know what was going on here?
So he turns to Savannah and he goes, Savannah, light this shit up. And she spins the ship around and it shoots
Nice.
shoots a rocket into the meteorite that you guys were in, and it blows up, and it's a huge explosion.
That answers all my questions, I guess.
The boys finally make their way back to Ollie with the shipment of Vanadinite crystals, but not everything is happy back at Blue Ribbon Logistics. But when you enter the hangar, you see Ollie up in his office, and you see 2 other creatures.
We're getting double crossed.
It kind of looks like they're arguing, and then you see one of the creatures punch Ollie in the stomach,
Nice.
and Ollie kind of doubles over for a second, and you see those guys walking out. Huck and Henry see that it was a koala and a red panda.
Okay, we've never seen him before, right? We don't recognize him.
No, these are not people you recognize.
I'm going to, before we leave, I'm just quickly turn to these guys and go like, we could just keep the ship for ourselves and not deal with any of this bullshit. Just fly the other way.
Let's just drop it off and get the hell out of here.
Okay.
I'm like, we're already here. It's
right.
probably more trouble than get rid of it.
So Ollie, he hears you guys come in and he seems kind of flustered, and he tries to act like everything is normal. He's like, hey guys, how'd it go?
I just tell him it was a hell of a week.
Mining Vanadinite's no easy job.
Yeah. Who were those guys in here?
They were just a few friends. I hadn't seen in a while, but they had to jet off. They're always off going to different places, so they're cool guys. It'd be great if it's too bad you guys didn't show up earlier. It would have been great if you could have met them. They're good guys.
Yeah, do your friends always beat the shit out of you every time they see you?
Yeah, I walk up.
Make
I walk
me
up
a
to
spot checks.
All
All of a sudden, there is a small child. It's a girl. It's a miniature bulldog, and she is holding a big wrench. She runs up and she hits Huck for 2 damage. You bad men, leave my dad alone.
Oh.
Maggie, these guys are good. These are good guys.
We're gonna be like, hey, come on, Ollie, like level with us here. What's going on?
Yeah, I walk up and I grab his stogie off his desk, and I take a pull on it, and I say, "Stop bullshitting us. What's going on here?"
Thanks everyone for listening to this recap. We'll be back next week with the continuing adventures of Huck Finn, Fang, and Henry.